United Nations to provide emergency healthcare support for release of DAPCHI girls. DINO MELAYE'S recall process to commence in April. APC constitutes 24-member committee on crisis. Workshop advocates for emphasis on school debate. Welcome to the news hour at this time on Television Nigerian. I am Cynthia Agbo. Emergency reproductive health care and psychosocial counseling and support will be provided for the released DAPCHI schoolgirls by the United Nations Population Fund. In a statement issued by Mrs. Kori Habib, the media advisor for the UNFPA, the fund stated that UNFPA was already in Yobe providing psychosocial counseling to parents and families of the girls. She added that the fund was on standby to support federal government towards providing comprehensive psychosocial support and other specialized services for the girls. While commending the federal government on the timely release, the fund called for greater effort to bring the women and children still held in captivity by Boko Haram safely home to their families. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC on Wednesday said the recall process of Senator DINO MELAYE representing Kogi West would commence on April 28. The resident electoral commissioner, RAC in Kogi, Professor James Apam, disclosed this in Lokoja at a stakeholders meeting which had representatives of various political parties and other stakeholders in attendance. APAM described INEC as a law-abiding organization and would adhere strictly to the pronouncement of the Court of Appeal, which ordered the Commission to restart the recall process. He said that the process will start with verification of signatures of the electorate on the recall register, adding that at least 51% of the signatures must be fully verified. Ruling All Progressive Congress APC has constituted a 24-member committee to reconcile feuding members of the executive and legislature. The resolution, according to the leader of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawan, was taken at a meeting between the National Committee NWC of the party and the APC caucus in the Senate in Abuja on Wednesday. Lawan said after the meeting that membership of the committee would be drawn from the executive, legislature, the governor's forum, and the party's national secretariat. The team would be charged with the responsibility of reducing the level of misunderstanding among members of the party across board. After the break, workshop advocates for emphasis on school debate. Various models for childhood education has been advocated by specialists for use in training children, especially at the tender, impressionable stages. A recent workshop targets at using debate as a special form of knowledge transmission. TVN Oluremi Dominic has more.
It's really boring for a society to have a monolithic culture when you don't welcome new ideas.
The importance of early childhood education in debate has again been emphasized. At a recent workshop tagged Repositioning School Debates in Nigeria, working in line with best global practices, is aimed at equipping stakeholders with relevant modern skills. The event treated issues like debate, code of ethics for coaches, teachers, and communication skills in school debate competitions.
You can use debates to settle disputes because We want our children to grow up with that attitude that you don't need to fight to settle disputes.
Our participation in Nigeria has moved to almost top level.
Participants and resource persons at the workshop emphasized the need to use debate in preparing students for democratic governance in Nigeria.
The most important thing, I will argue, to take Nigeria forward is the development of what we call the 21st century skills.
This will go a long way to build great leaders for our nation tomorrow.
And at the end of the day, if we understand each other, unity is already built.
The next edition of the workshop will be held in Akure, the Ondo state capital, for states in the southwest, southeast and south-south. The 2018 global competition will hold in Croatia.
Moving on to sports, ahead of the Friday's friendly ties between the Super Eagles and the Polish national team, reports from the Eagles' Radisson Blu camp in Poland indicate that almost all the invited players are on camp, and the players are in high spirit with training in top gear. TVN Bennett Joshua tells us more.
Ahead of the Friday warm-up matches between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Polish national team, almost all the 28 players invited have made it to the Eagles camp in Wrocław, Poland. The team had its first training session on Tuesday. Beyond this, however, they need to rally a substantial number of supporters for the Mundial proper in Russia has come to the fore. Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, Otumba Shegun Rusewe, has launched the agency's Sport Culture initiative that will mobilize 3 million Nigerians to support the Super Eagles in their contest in Russia. The drive will feature branded souvenirs and television shows that will adopt sport as an instrument of promoting Nigerian culture. The initiative will be tagged culture-friendly supporters of the Super Eagles.
It's a new innovation, but we believe that with this kind of support, it will let everyone know that there is need for us to believe in ourselves. It's a cultural approach.
And in a related development, football fans expected to be at the Municipal Stadium in Wrocław on Friday to watch the Super Eagles take on Poland will pay between $55, approximately 19,800 naira, and $63, approximately 22,680 naira for the tickets. Sources say that of the 43,000 capacity stadium, only 33 tickets are left for sale. The game will be the first meeting between both countries, while being Nigeria's first in 2018 ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Other friendlies lined up for the Super Eagles ahead of 2018 World Cup are against Serbia, Democratic Republic of Congo, England and the Czech Republic, while they will square up against Croatia, Iceland and Argentina in Group D at the finals of the tournament. Moving on to the foreign scene, Facebook frontliner Mark Zuckerberg has broken his silence over the data scandal rocking the social network, with an admittance on Wednesday that the company had made mistakes and needed to step up to fix the problem. The scandal first erupted after a whistleblower from British data firm Cambridge Analytica said it was able to create psychological profiles in 50 million Facebook users via a personality prediction app downloaded by 270,000 people that also scooped up their friends' data. Cambridge Analytica was then accused of using the information for U.S. President Donald Trump's election 2016 campaign. To end the news, a recap of the major stories. United Nations to provide emergency health care support for released DAPCHI girls. DINO MELAYE'S recall process to commence in April. APC constitutes 24-member committee on crisis. Workshop advocates for emphasis on school debates. That's the news on television Nigerian. Before I go, I'll leave you with these thoughts. Service to humanity is the greatest work of life. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Cynthia Agba. Do have yourself a pleasant day.